Welcome to PA Timber Goose. Today is March 31st. Kind of an overcast day. Today we're going to go up the Appalachian Trail. Currently I'm at the Clarks Creek Trailhead. And we're going to go up on top of the mountain here. Check out some of the mines that I passed when I was backpacking through here last year. And video some of that. Some interesting stuff there on top of the mountain. Lots of history in this area. Very busy place today. Parking lot's starting to fill up. Tomorrow is the first day of trout, and I believe Clarks Creek has not been stocked yet. I don't see any fish in there, but this place will be very, very busy tomorrow. Supposed to get some rain later and some thunderstorms. Saturday is supposed to go up to 72. So the top of the mountain up here should be very windy. Hopefully you're watching PA Timber Goose too. I keep adding videos to the other channel. Got some new subscribers. Welcome to PA Timber Goose if you're a new subscriber. Welcome to the family. It's gonna be a long rocky climb today. Up on top here a lot of the trail is washed out. So it should be very interesting. I jammed my toe in a couple rocks when I came through that area in October. Lost a toenail, and that was very painful. I am not a trail hiker guy. I prefer boots for boulder fields in Pennsylvania. Your feet can sustain a lot of damage in the rocks and the boulders. I've got some hikers in front of me, so if you hear some voices in the distance, there's 3 hikers and 3 dogs in front of me. The welcoming committee. Very friendly dogs. Let's keep hiking up the trail up here. We're going to go all the way up the top of the mountain, and then the trail will make a left. And the coal mines are up on the top up here. Starting to get a little windy here. It's probably going to get very windy as I get higher. I got a new hat to try. It's fleece lined, and the outside of it's wool. Got some color in the woods here. You got some daffodils over there by the spring. You got some forsythias here. Anytime you see daffodils in the woods, there's always a foundation or an old homestead nearby. This is probably somebody's backyard. Hopefully the rain will hold off long enough for me to do some exploring today. Got a fork in the road. Henry Knobber Trail goes to the right, and the AT goes to the left. The original AT was over about 100 yards, and it was rerouted because it was all washed out. Then last year I came down the old trail because it was getting late. My feet were getting tired. I had a foot injury. It's shorter than the new AT trail, but I regretted making that decision because there are so many logs on the trail. I had to straddle about 20 logs with my pack on to get to the bottom, and that was a rough and tumble hike. The new trail kind of zigzags up over top of the mountain here. Here's Henry Knobber Trail. Let's make a left here and follow the new AT up to the top. And once we get on the top, we'll have a better view of the reservoir below, which would be Dehart Reservoir. And I'll show you where the old AT comes out. Very beautiful up here. This is like the coolest bridge I ever saw. I wonder how many people would took to get that rock up there. Got some nice steps going over there. Take another look at that. Very cool. Very peaceful here. Past my fellow hikers at the bottom. They're doing pretty good. They made it about halfway up the mountain. They look like they're in their 70s. And their 3 dogs are following me as I kept going higher up on the mountain until they stopped to get the dogs to come back. Another fork in the trail. Here's our 2 white slashes. This is the new trail on the left that I came up. The old AT goes down here, but last year I walked down there was a lot of blowdowns in there. Hopefully somebody cleaned that up with a chainsaw. But if you're ever in a hurry and you're coming down off the top of the mountain, Clarks Creek, take the trail on the right, and this is about half the distance. It has a bit, the elevation goes down much quicker than the left side. The left side goes out and around, but this will take you to the bottom faster. Last year it was full of blowdowns and washouts, so it was like a jungle gym all the way to the bottom. But I got to my van before it got dark, and it was about half the distance of going down a normal AT. The old AT there where it splits used to be the road to the top to the mines, and there were a lot of cut off telephone poles. There's still a few on the top, but I'm not sure how many mines are up on the top. Today we're gonna poke around up here and look at the old mines up here. I wanted to stop the last time I was here, but I ran out of time. Part of the trail that I'm walking on right now is actually a road, and it must have been a heck of a ride up here from the bottom because that's really steep. There's a power pole here. My brother-in-law is a lineman for one of the local utilities, and he told me that's a cedar pole, so it'll last forever. But that's one of the utility poles. There are many more on the way up here on the left. They're sawed off at the ground. Here's the first fork in the road, and there should be the first coal mine here on the left. We're gonna take a stroll down here, see what we can discover. Should be something over here, if I remember right. This would make a great camping spot, like somebody's fire ring, and a perfect spot for the tent. The only problem is there's a lot of coal here, and I would be afraid to make a fire. We could start another underground fire. This is all coal slag. All right, let's go over here and see what we can find. Here's my first spot to check out. I don't think this was a mine. This actually looks like a coal chute. There's some kind of a door here. Maybe there was a coal breaker over here. There's our first remnant of the past. There's some concrete blocks over here. Coal must have been coming down the side of the mountain here. Here's a big pile of slag there. And there's some concrete footings in here. You can see the rebar coming out here. This must have been the coal chute. Judging by the door. There's a foundation over here also. Must have been the boss's office. We're going to go back out the trail, and we'll go around the top and look up there. But here's the building over here. What's left of it. It's fairly small. Concrete foundation. Maybe that was part of the coal breaker. I don't know. Cool stuff in the woods. I don't think many people walk around up here on top of the mountain at Clark's Creek. Let's go back out to the trail, and we'll check out that big pile of coal slag on the top. Should be a mine entrance up there, judging by how many yards of material were dumped on the side of the mountain. The trail club must have did this. Made this nice stonework here, a little bridge going over the drainage. This used to be very swampy in here. There's that delicious orange water pouring out of the mountain. You can smell the rust in the water. And there's the mine entrance. Let's walk up around here. Got a little subsidence there. That one caved in. Still got some stonework there. Has a nice sound to it, but very toxic. I heard on the news a few years back, scientists were trying to figure out how to make a lithium battery out of acid mine drainage. Unfortunately, Pennsylvania has an unlimited supply of acid mine drainage. You can make enough lithium batteries to last for hundreds of years. Here's another cool campsite here. This one's looking over the side of the mountain. This must have been where the coal breaker was in here somewhere, because right down there is the foundation that I was looking at earlier. You can see the cement foundation there, and then the cement footings over there. Maybe there was a cable coming up the side of the mountain, taking a coal up and down. Maybe that's what that was. Not sure. Very cool. Getting very beautiful up here. We're above the reservoir right now. They're still going up. You can see DeHart Reservoir down there, and the spillways down there. There's a few more mines here. I have 2 entrances below me, and I believe there's one up top here. Let's take a quick look at the 2 that are below me. I'm gonna take my backpack off here so I can climb down the side of the hill here much easier. There we go. Much better. Two more holes here. These must have caved in. These 2 must have subsided. There's one there, and there's one on this side here. You can still see some of the stonework on the side, and this trail keeps going around the side of the mountain. It's just below the trail that I came up, which is where the AT is. All right, now we're directly above the AT, and I was down there. There's an opening on. I was down there. There's an opening on each side, so maybe one was going in and one was going out. Here's a cool one here. This goes way down in there. Wonder how far down in there that goes. Cool. I'm surprised you can't feel any air coming out of that one. Never know what you're going to find in here. I must have walked past this area quite a few times over the years. Really nothing in there. Here we go. Now you can look down in there. Pretty cool looking down there. I wonder how far back that mine goes. Never know what you're going to find back here. Maybe we'll find some fossils today here somewhere. It's actually very cool sitting right here. All right, we're going to take a break here, eat some lunch. Show you what I'm going to eat for lunch. There's a cement foundation here. If you had a shovel, you could dig that out. Maybe there was a hoist going up and down the mountain. That's 4 mines so far, and I believe there's 1 or 2 more up a little higher. But we're going to take a break here right now. Got the coolest camping spot on Clark's Creek. I have a view of the water down there. I have a Med-X bar. It is vanilla caramel churro, so it's a little spicy. 30 grams of protein, 380 calories. So this is an entire meal. If you ate 3 of these a day, that would be your entire intake of your calories for the entire day without cooking anything or the need to carry a stove. Good old Gatorade. So beautiful here. Alright, let's fill out the logbook here. We are at the end of Horseshoe Trail, February 11th, 2023. Gorgeous day to chunk off 10 miles of the Horseshoe Trail. We started at 4:43 and we'll end at Clarks Valley Road. We kept an 18-minute pace, 18-mile pace, but suspected it will work slow on the AT to our car. We are section hikers. We are section hikers. Can't understand. Brand, Corey, and dogs. Faith and Zim, happy trails, happy tails. We are club members. Thank you for the trail. March. There's March 29th. Here on the AT, shoot some photos and videos, headed to Rouse Gap for the day. And then back to Clarksville Road. So far it's been clear skies, clear trail, except for the birds and the Beaver 101. I'm going to swing this crown. Someone left it. Back to it. Peace. Yep, there's some real crown in the trail box. Let's put our John Hancock on here. My very poor penmanship here. There we go. Today is March 31st, 2023. Hiking the Horseshoe Trail for the night. Storm coming in tonight. Thunder Boomer. Beautiful walk on the AT. Interesting people along the way. PA Timber Ghost. Check out the video. Here we go. I'm on the logbook. It's about 4 or 5 o'clock now. I started at 10 o'clock this morning. And I was going to hike back to the Rhododendron Grove towards Rouse Gap. And the rain's a little early today. I was hoping it would come tonight so I could get my tent set up and enjoy a fire for a few hours anyhow. But it looks like that's not happening. Gonna hike back down the mountain, back down to the Sweet Ride, and we'll make our supper down there at the van. Call it a day. This trip was busted by a rainstorm. I'll see you back at the bottom of the mountain. That's the end of this video. We got rained out today. I want to thank everybody that subscribed to PA Timber Ghost. I'm almost at the 500 mark. It's been a marathon for me. I'm still learning as I go. Hopefully my videos are getting better. And I appreciate everybody that subscribed and watching PA Timber Ghost 1, PA Timber Ghost 2. So that's the end of this video. Thanks for coming along today. My hike was a little bit shorter than anticipated. My Garmin says I walked 9.5 miles today in about 6 hours. Not a bad trip. All the way up the mountain, all the way back down. Nobody in the parking lot but me. I have it all to myself. Alright, thanks for watching PA Timber Ghost. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching PA Timber Ghost.